The leadership of President Ellen Sirleaf of Liberia.
Ellen Johnson Sirleaf was born October 29th, 1938, in the capital of Liberia, Monrovia. She attended high school at College of West Africa in Monrovia, and after graduating at age 17, she was married to James Sirleaf. Afterwards, to continue her education, she traveled to the United States and attended the University of Colorado's Madison Business College, and after that, attended Harvard University's Kennedy School of Government, where she graduated with a master's in public administration. Ellen Johnson Sirleaf's career path started in 1965, where she joined the Treasury Department in Liberia. After graduating from Harvard in 1979, she was appointed the Minister of Finance of Liberia. In 1980, she served as president of the Liberian Bank for Development and Investment. And then after that, she fled to the United States to Washington, D.C., due to a military suppression in Liberia. And then she came back in 1981 to serve as vice president of Citicorp's Africa Regional Office. In 1992, she joined the United Nations Development Program as assistant administrator and director with the rank of assistant secretary general of the UN. In 1997, she participated in the presidential elections, but unfortunately lost. 2003, she served as the chairman of the government's Reform Commission and led the anti-corruption reform in Liberia. And after the 2005 presidential election in Liberia, which she participated in, she was inaugurated as the president of Liberia in 2006.
Johnson Sirleaf led Liberia, a West African nation that had been devastated by two brutal civil wars between 1989 and 2003. She served as a Minister of Finance when her government was overthrown by military coup in 1980. She was forced into exile, but this did not stop her from serving her country and the continent of Africa. During her exile, she worked for the UN Development Programme for Africa and the UN Development Fund for Women. Sirleaf took office in 2006 as the first elected female head of state in Africa. The country was struggling with the aftermath of several conflicts, which had left the country's infrastructure in ruin, its economy a mess, and its people deeply traumatized. The country was also burdened with a heavy debt and a fractured social fabric. Sirleaf's leadership was pivotal in guiding Liberia through a complex period of recovery and rebuilding. She focused on restoring basic services such as electricity, clean water, rehabilitating the country's healthcare and education system, which had been largely destroyed. Under her administration, Liberia secured substantial international support, including debt relief and foreign aid, which were critical to its economic recovery. Sirleaf prioritized transparency, good governance, setting up institutions to fight corruption, and reforming the country's public financial management system. During her time, she also saw significant stride in women's rights and empowerment, with Liberia becoming a leading voice for gender equality in Africa. Sirleaf's leadership extended beyond economic and infrastructural rebuilding. She played a crucial role in fostering peace, reconciliation in a country divided by years of conflict. She also won the Nobel Peace Prize for her nonviolent fight to ensure women's rights and their full participation in peace building. Despite facing immense challenges, including the Ebola outbreak in 2014, which imposed a significant threat to the country's progress, Sirleaf's leadership helped stabilize Liberia and set it on a path towards recovery. Her legacy in Liberia is marked by resilience, her commitment to rebuilding the nation, and her unwavering focus on peace, which have left a lasting mark on the country's history.
Thank you, Anam. Your description of Liberia's progress and transformation as a country speaks loudly of Ellen Johnson Sirleaf's transformational leadership style. According to the textbook, transformational leaders are the ones who bring positive and major changes in an organization or a country. They are committed to greatness and always communicate powerful narratives about the future. They capitalize on available opportunities and are able to adapt their leadership styles to develop and transform people and the organizations for the better. Ellen Johnson Sirleaf displayed a visionary approach during her leadership as the head of state of Liberia. She set a clear vision for the country's recovery and future by focusing on restoring essential services such as electricity, clean water, and rebuilding the country's healthcare and education systems. She prioritized women's rights and empowerment, making Liberia a leading voice for gender equality in Africa. Her efforts in this area inspired many, demonstrating her commitment to inclusive development and the empowerment of marginalized groups. Her administrations also emphasized transparency and good governance. She established institutions to fight corruption and reformed the country's public financial management systems, fostering a culture of accountability and integrity. Despite facing immense challenges, including the Ebola outbreak in 2014, she demonstrated remarkable resilience and adaptability. Her ability to navigate crises and keep the country on a path toward recovery showcased her strength and determination as a leader, for which she is also known as the Iron Lady by her supporters. She played a crucial role in fostering peace and reconciliation in a country deeply divided by years of conflict. Her leadership in this area was recognized as one of three joint winners of the 2011 Nobel Peace Prize. Her focus on vision, empowerment, commitment, transparency, resiliency, and adaptability reflects her transformational leadership style. Her quote, "If your dreams don't scare you, they are not big enough," inspires and encourages individuals to pursue impactful and transformative goals. Now, I would like to hand it over to Marcel to elaborate on Ellen's emotional intelligence.
Hi, everyone. Today we're exploring the emotional intelligence of Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, the former president of Liberia, through the lens of four key dimensions: self awareness, self management, social awareness, and relationship management. Ellen Johnson Sirleaf has demonstrated a deep understanding of her own emotions and motivations. Through her political career, she has remained aware of her strengths, such as her resilience and determinations, and her weaknesses. The self awareness allowed her to navigate the complexities of leading a nation with a clear sense of purpose and direction. Sirleaf's ability to manage her emotions, especially under pressure, has been crucial to her success. Leading Liberia through post Civil War reconstruction and the Ebola crisis required immense emotional control and adaptability. She stayed composed and made irrational decisions, showing remarkable self management in the face of adversity. Sirleaf's empathy and understanding of the emotions and needs of the Liberian people were evident in her leadership. She was attuned to the suffering and hopes of her citizens, which guided her policies and actions. Her social awareness helped her to connect with people from various walks of life and address their concerns effectively. Sirleaf excelled in building and maintaining relationships, both domestically and internationally. She fostered collaboration and resolved conflict through effective communication and negotiation. Her ability to bring people together and to create a united front was instrumental in Liberia's progress during her tenure. In summary, Ellen Johnson Sirleaf's emotional intelligence, her self awareness, self management, social awareness, and relationship management played a pivotal role in her leadership and in guiding Liberia through challenging times. Now, here's Grace.
After careful evaluation, Ellen Sirleaf has proven to be a successful leader who is able to build lasting relationships and policies that transformed a nation. Due to her leadership and determination, Sirleaf was able to bring Liberia out of a multitude of problems and build an improved and safe nation for her people. as well as maintaining the respect of her following. To show how she was effective, I will now show some aspects of her that have had positive results proving her leadership to be successful. For example, she was nicknamed the Iron Lady due to her unwavering commitment to her causes, showing people the strength she had in her leadership. Additionally, she was elected by the people, proving she was able to connect with her citizens and make their needs feel heard and acknowledged. Also, she earned respect and legitimacy by her previous 40 years in government and her prestigious degree from Harvard in economics and public administration. Finally, her optimistic attitude and forward thinking, paired with her cool and composed demeanor, showed people that she could lead without anger or frustration. Overall, Ellen Sirleaf is a strong example of a transformational leader who paved the way for women's rights in Liberia and showed unwavering dedication to improving her country and protecting the lives of her people. Her supportive leadership style, alongside her commanding qualifications and education, prove why she was such a respected leader and remarkable politician. Thank you.